Hey everyone, welcome to this week's sermon. My name is Kimberly and I am coming live at you from my couch tonight. Before we start this session off, I have some pretty rad news. Scott Balcom, the first man to walk a High Line, has agreed to join me in hosting the very first Slack Mass at Breathe Festival later this year. So we're really excited to have him on board. If you haven't bought your tickets yet, go do so. You can also volunteer if you prefer to save some money. I'll put the link in the comments below. The church is actually flying him out there ourselves. And so all the money from your t-shirt sales and donations goes to fund rad shit like this. So if you feel like you want to support that, if that's stuff you're into, it'd be awesome if you could go to the church website, www.churchofslacklife.com, and buy a t-shirt or donate. There's a lot of cool designs on there, and you'll be able to rock some rad swag at your next festival. So, on to business. This week, we're going to be talking about our favorite topic, balance. Balancing life and work and play, and balancing the stressful times and the fun times, and balancing living in the moment with planning for your future and all the things that you need to get done. Balance is something that we slackers pride ourselves in cultivating, right? But how much of those lessons actually translate over into our personal everyday lives? So much I see slackers that are so hardcore into slack life that they've kind of given up everything else. And they're so focused on the slack life, they forget to cultivate the other parts of their life and other relationships within it. And of course, slacklining is amazing and awesome, and the slack life is so great. But there are other things to life. There's so much more. And becoming too focused on any one aspect of life in general, no matter what it is, isn't always a good thing. You need balance, and I don't think any of us would argue with that. As fun as it can be to give up everything and chase the slack life, if that's all you have, at some point, it may get old, or you may get tired of it, and then what do you have other than that? And that can be a hard question to ask yourself. Sometimes we use the slack life as an excuse to kind of shake off all our other responsibilities. And I think it's very helpful to remember that you need the lows to have the highs. You need both. Everything is relative, and when you have nothing to compare your high to, it doesn't really feel like a high anymore. You know, it kind of just starts to become your new normal, and eventually we all take normal for granted. Honestly, I've experienced a lot of this myself. You know, I graduated from college, 4 years ago now, and I took a year off. I was going to go to law school. I wanted a year for myself first. I wanted to travel, I wanted to see the world, all the things I hadn't ever really gotten to do. And I loved it. Of course, it was amazing. I traveled so much, but there just came a point when I started to feel like I wasn't doing anything with my life, where I didn't value my free time as much. And I started to get a lot of anxiety, like, what am I doing with my life? I feel like I'm wasting my existence, and this is a really nice break, but this can't be all I have. I started to really value those moments of hard work because it made my time of relaxation and rest and travel and vacation so much more valuable to me. I mean, our bodies and our minds, they crave challenge. And when life is too easy for too long, it stops being satisfying, which I thought was such a really crazy revelation when I actually experienced it. I never thought I'd enjoy working hard. Now, of course, everyone's different, and I'm not claiming to have all the answers, but I damn sure think we can all agree that balance is generally the answer to most things. So with that being said, joining us today is Daniela Schmidt, who has some of her own thoughts to share on balancing work and play. I'll let her take it from here. Thanks, Danny, and I'll see you all next week.
Hey guys, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Daniela Schmidt, or just Danny. And I'm super stoked to record this video and to talk about a topic which all of us is just following us every day, being busy and enjoying the moment, and also taking care of obligations and errands and also messages. And yeah, recently since I moved here to the city, I'm meeting so many people, especially slacklining and doing acro in the park and climbing. And it's so wonderful and it's so overwhelming sometimes that I come home, and then when I come home and I'm off of my phone for a day, I get so many messages of some of you guys and I'm super stoked, but it's sometimes so much that I don't really can reply instantly because um, sometimes I'm in the park for a day slacklining or doing acro, and I want to be in the moment. I want to be present, and I want to have all my energy and concentration on the people and things I'm doing in the moment. So I was wondering how you guys handle it. Do you like to reply instantly and respond instantly to a message when it's coming in? Or do you like to be in the moment and then reply later when you have more time and more concentrated time? Yeah, how does that feel for you? What is your way how to deal with a busy life as a outdoor person and nature lover and sports lover? um, yeah, I really think for me, so many times I'm not in a moment, and so many times we maybe talk with the person and our thoughts are just wandering off to the thing what we want to say later or what we want to do later, and we're not really present. And if we can channel our concentration and energy and be mindful to the present moment, it's a wonderful thing, and life opens up and there's so many beautiful opportunities. And even though sometimes it's super busy, I think it's important to find a quiet downtime to settle down, to ground yourself, to gain more energy back, and then you can go out again. Yeah, I'm really curious about you guys' experience. What has helped you to find the balance, and how does it make you feel if you're super busy and have so many things to do? What is your strategy? What do you do? What works for you best? I'm really curious to hear about that. Um, yeah, so in the end, I have to say that there's no perfect way or no way for everybody, because everyone is so different, but also we're so similar, and just have to find what works for you. And we're all learning and figuring out the way how to balance our busy life with all the sports and still be grounded and happy and live a good life in balance. Um, yeah, let me know what your experience is and what do you prefer to do and how you remain balanced in your life. Not just on the line, but or on the climb, but also in your daily life. Well, have a beautiful day. Bye, guys. Mwah.